Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure to subscribe tonight before you leave, or today, whenever time you're watching the video. And make sure to thumbs up if you like what you see, and to share on all your social media networks that you happen to be on at this time. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so happy to be back in front of the camera as always. I hope everybody's Monday was prosperous and it just went very well and was very productive for you. Mine was very good. Okay, so let's get right into tonight's video. So tonight I want to just quickly discuss just everything that's going on in the media with the outpouring and the purge, the universe's purge of pedophiles and these rapists, so among our celebrity men mostly. So it's just been nuts, like back to back. I know with the Bill Cosby scandal that was huge and it went on for forever. And then it kind of, died down and simmered down. And then the next big guy to come out was, of course, Harvey Weinstein. So he came out, and it just was that went on for a few weeks, and I'm like, what is this? And then of course we received bad news. Okay, a few days ago, Matt Lauer was fired from the Today Show. And he was the host on the Today Show and was fired because of inappropriate sexual acts with another female employee. What is going on? It's just been back and forth, and it's just, I'm sitting here like, who's next? I'm like, how many rapists, pedophilic, I don't know, sexually perverted, you know, men are there in the entertainment industry, It's probably too many to count, so don't even answer that, And I think that America is like a little shocked because no one really thought, nobody really thinks about that on a day-to-day basis as far as like the entertainment industry. For some reason, I think when we think about pedophiles or rapists, we think about some weird, creepy guy who, like, I don't know, just got out of jail and he's living, a few blocks from you in a halfway house, or, he's somewhere and you're like, oh, let me check the registry to make sure he's not near my kid's school. And I think we're thinking of that kind of image in our minds when we think rapist or something like that, or sexual assault. And we're not necessarily connecting it to this big time attractive, Matt Lauer looking kind of guy who has a lot of money and a lot of power and fame. And so you don't typically connect them to rape or, molestation or whatever it is, child pornography. Like you don't connect them to these sorts of lower level, low down, sort of crimes there. And so, I guess the thing will be, why not? Why not connect that to them if that is who they are? And apparently, there's a lot we don't know about the Matt Lauers of the world. Like we're finding out things about these men, these Harvey Weinsteins, and the whole Bill Cosby thing, and Matt Lauer, and it's just like you're discovering things that you didn't really know about people, because I think that you get so used to seeing people on TV, and it's like you don't know them personally, but you feel like you do. You connect with them and their personality, and they're so their smile, or whatever energy they're exuding, and then you connect to that, and you're like, oh, this guy. I mean, he seems like a great person. I'd love to meet him in person one day. Some of you may have met him in person, took a picture or whatever it was, and now this, So there's a disconnect there in the brain, and understandably so. So I was on the New York Times website and just, reading through the article there they also had a video that was interesting. The video was really cool. I'm going to leave the link below as always. So it's like compiling all the past pedophiles, the rapists, of Hollywood, basically, and all their apologies. Because Matt Lauer apologized a few days ago. So basically, his apology, he was just saying he was deeply sorrowful for all the pain that he's caused, his behavior, and things of that nature. And then they had Senator Al Franken, who also was accused of rape, sexual misdeeds not long ago as well. And he was saying that he needs to be more conscious in these circumstances, and he just seemed like he was really like trying to rethink his actions. In the video when you watch it, he's like, "Yeah, I think I need to be more conscious in the future, in these situations." And he was, basically trying to just like take corrective measures, or putting out like, in the future I will do this instead of this, basically. And then President Trump, our wonderful commander-in-chief, I'll be all peeping these faces I'm making. I'm like, So President Trump, he got on there, of course. Of course, we know he was accused of quite a few, all that stuff we heard him talking on that tape, about women's private areas. And I'm like, oh my goodness, grabbing women's private areas. So he claims this is fake. That's his word now. It's fake news. He big on that fake stuff. Oh, this is fake. I don't know these women. It was a setup. I've been viciously attacked. He is so dramatic. I don't understand why he's not an actor instead of a president. I'm like, you should have tried for acting. Like, he would have won an Academy Award. He's awesome. This is fake. I've been attacked. I'm like, oh, stop. I'm like, I can't take it no more. I can't. Charlie Rose was on there. He said he doesn't believe the allegations are true, but he's sorry. And so basically that's like I'm sorry you feel that way. I wouldn't call it rape, sweetheart, but if you do, okay. Sorry about that. Whatever. He kind of had a like whatever kind of vibe about it. Bill Cosby straight up was like, no comment. We don't talk about that. No comment. So he had nothing to say. Kevin Spacey says, I'm sorry for the inappropriate actions. Any pain I may have caused to other people, I'm sorry. And then Harvey Weinstein was very, very, very remorseful. Like, I'm so deeply sorry, so deeply apologetic. And let me see, is Lauer's apology here? I think Lauer's apology is on here. I had it posted up. Matt Lauer expressed sorrow and regret for the pain I've caused in a statement on Thursday morning. Let's see, his first public comments after NBC News fired the star of Today's Show anchor amid allegations of inappropriate sexual behavior with colleagues. Some of what is being said about me is untrue or mischaracterized, but there is enough truth in these stories to make me feel embarrassed and ashamed, Mr. Lauer wrote in a message issued by his public relations team. I regret that my shame is now shared by the people I cherish dearly. There are no words to express my sorrow and regret for the pain I have caused others by words and actions, Mr. Lauer wrote. To the people I have hurt, I am truly sorry. As I am writing this, I realize the depth of the damage and disappointment I have left behind at home and at NBC. So, yeah, Mr. Lauer's abrupt downfall comes amid a head-spinning series of harassment and abuse claims that have toppled powerful men in journalism, comedy, Hollywood, and Silicon Valley, including the movie mogul Harvey Weinstein and another famed television morning host Charlie Rose of CBS. So I just mentioned him just a moment ago. So it's just been constant back-to-back with the sexual abuse allegations with these guys. And it's just, I'm like, what is going on in Hollywood? There's some demon, sexual rape demon thing going on, some kind of spirit that gets inside of them and is causing them to hurt other people. I don't know what excuse you want me to give, but I'm not making no excuses with them because there is none. Okay, the truth is, it's just hard for women, period, in this world. being a woman is the best thing ever. I love that God made me a woman. I enjoy every moment of it. It's so awesome. But it's scary sometimes. I think women do a lot of crap. I think men never think about it. Other people don't really think about, um, our struggles. So even sometimes some women may not even think about it. Depending on what kind of woman they are. Personality wise, but you're not thinking. We go through a lot with just everyday daily life as far as feeling safe. Feeling secure. I mean, we're always kind of checking over our shoulders when we're walking at night and walking alone and coming out of work and headed to the car, the garage you know, to get home. And it's just a lot on the bus, on the train. We have to worry about being attacked or raped or mugged. And now carjacks, because carjackings are big, so being carjacked, and it's a lot. And then don't let us be distracted with a baby, and so that's another thing that can make you a target. Actually, having a kid can make you a target, so now you have to watch out for you and the kid, or kids, and so. I think people just never take that into account, and then now you want to throw rape in the mix. I mean, that's a whole nother gamut there. So it's a very unsafe, hostile world for women, period, and it's just, it's pretty unfun, sometimes. And so I just find it really disgusting and really disheartening when you seeing these celebrity men who can have any woman they want, and they choose to take advantage of their female counterparts. And so these women, they have to go through a thing of, well, should I, like, should I want justice, but at the same time, like, I have to measure it and weigh it. Like, do I want justice more, or do I want my career more? Because a lot of these guys have the power to take their careers away from them, and that's what they kind of hang over their head. And maybe it's a verbal threat, or maybe it's a silent threat, but it's a threat nevertheless. And so, it's like the abuse never stops. So when does the pain stop? When does it all end, and when do they get a chance to finally heal and close that chapter of their lives, that they are able to effectively move on and continue to rise to new heights and new levels, and just really enjoy being who they are as a woman, and just really just kind of walking in their own identities, without being controlled by this thing that happened to them, and this big man, he's like this big monster, and just having all this power, and he's stolen their power, and that's what rape does. It takes your power away from you. And so it's just, it makes you really angry, but at the same time you feel very powerless. You're like, so what am I supposed to do? This guy is taking everything, from you, so it seems. And so one thing one thing that my God is good at is giving power to the powerless. And I think that is what he's doing in this situation. Because all of a sudden, out of the woodworks, all these Hollywood men who was big, bad, all this money, all this power, all of a sudden they have fallen. They have fallen. They're shamefaced. They're apologizing. They are embarrassed and looking stupid and losing jobs. And usually, somebody lose a job and ain't nothing to celebrate about, of course. But in this situation, I don't know if I feel too bad. I'm like, you know what, Matt? I don't feel too bad, because if you grew up in someone's breast and things of that nature, and they don't want you touching them, you're being inappropriate, you're being sexually inappropriate, I think you're getting what you deserve. Because it's about darn time that these men finally, started to get some repercussions here and some consequences for their actions, because they are always excused. It's just ridiculous. and I think finally, God is in the vindication business, and that's all he's doing is vindicating vindicating his daughters. He's vindicating these women. They're able to go out, and hopefully they can get a breath of fresh air just seeing that finally something's being done about this. I'm not having to weigh my career, losing my career over getting justice. I can go out. I can be free now. And so hopefully they get a brand new start. And that's my prayer for them. And then hopefully the men, they learn, that no means no. Just because she's drunk, it's not a free for all. And don't be an ass, basically. You know, like seriously, you know, get whatever demon is in you, it needs to be exorcised out of you. Seriously. There's another video on the site, on the New York Times site, of these female comedians, and they're talking about how they use comedy as a tool to kind of have a conversation about rape and sexual assault, which is usually uncomfortable for everybody, but they use it as a tool, and I think it's a good tool to use. And then also they discuss the rape joke, how a lot of men, they use it when they, you know, men comedians have jokes about rape, but when they do it, it's like their jokes kind of blame us, you know, so it's more victim blaming, more shame, and typically it's like, oh, he ha ha, but who? But is it really funny? No, it's not really funny because what they're doing is they're kind of creating that idea. And in SVU, Law and Order SVU actually did a show about that where a guy was a comedian and he basically made a lot of rape jokes. Like his whole comedian set was about rape jokes, where he would laugh at victims and talk about victims and, you know, how, oh, there's no such thing and blah blah blah, and she wanted it, you know, and so that was causing women to get raped on college campuses. But I think that's what that could do if you're somehow making a joke about rape, which is not. I mean, it's not even a jokeable topic. But if you're gonna make a rape joke, make sure you place the blame on the offender. So the punchline of your joke needs to punch the right person, which is the offender, which is what the women comedians were saying in this video. Which they made excellent points, but I'll post a link below for you. But yes, we have to be careful, you know, what we put out here into the atmosphere, because that is what shapes and molds society's minds on certain topics, and that's how people behave. You know, so if you putting out the idea that rape is funny, then what do you think young boys will learn? That it ain't no big deal. It's not a big deal. I mean, so and so made a joke about it, and blah blah blah. They talk about it in this song, and you know they was singing, rapping about it, blah blah. And I mean, it ain't a big deal, is it? So when you put that out there, you know, people get the wrong idea. So, nevertheless, I will leave you with two encouraging verses for the week to give you some strength. So behold, now I have prepared my case. I know I will be vindicated. That's Job 13:18. Remember, God is always your vindicator. Vindicate me, O God, and plead my case against an ungodly nation. Oh, deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. Psalms 43:1. So I hope you guys gained something from those two verses and also gained something from this video. If you just learned some new knowledge, if you want to drop this on somebody you know needs to see this video, definitely share this video to them and to everybody that you know. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me for a few moments on your Monday nights. I do appreciate the love, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.